Eagles start off the season 1-0 with a win in Detroit against the Lions, 38-35. What's going on, everybody? It's Popular Stranger. We're back on Pop Talks Eagles. Let's go ahead and recap the game, the first game of the season. How we feeling? 38-35, a little bit closer than I would have liked there. Happy that we kind of iced the game on the last possession there with a QB sneak from Jalen Hurts. I'll be honest, when the schedule was announced, I felt like this should be an easy win, no problem. And it was probably the Hard Knocks effect, but I think it kind of came true here that as I watched Detroit, I really kind of grew to like this team. They were, really physical. They fought. I really love their coach. The defense looks pretty solid, and I got a little nervous. I didn't think we would lose the game, but I figured it would be close, and I didn't want it to be this close. But we got the win, and that's all that matters. A win is a win. It felt like a blowout was happening. I wasn't really stressed after that first possession. I'm going to jump all over the place. I got some notes on what we want to talk about. The first possession, that big run to DeAndre Swift, it was just kind of a lot of emotion in the building. The crowd was very loud. First sellout, first non-Thanksgiving sellout game in Detroit in forever. So they were juiced up there. I wasn't too worried. It was good to, even it up. And then we just went on that run, 24 points in the second quarter. And at that point, even scoring right after halftime, I believe we scored on that first possession after halftime, it just felt like, all right, we're going to put this game away. The defense is going to start doing their thing. Offense will start to get into run mode. And by the way, where was the running game today? Not that it was bad, it was just the lack of attempts. I mean, Miles Sanders, 13 carries, 96 yards. He had two really big plays that helped that, that yard per carry average to go up to 7.4 and to almost get him to the 100 mark. It's also great to see him get in the end zone. 4 different rushing touchdowns, which is cool. Miles Sanders, Jalen Hurts, Gainwell, and Boston Scott all get rushing touchdowns. But this is what I don't like, all right? Jalen Hurts, 17 carries, Miles Sanders, 13. I thought that Jalen bailed out on some passes way too quick, and I'm worried that this could become a thing where, when Detroit had all those guys up at the line, they just send a crazy blitz. There was a time where A.J. Brown was wide open on a third down play. I don't know if Jalen could have got the throw off, but it just sometimes thinks like he abandons the pass too quick and then just tries to run it. But 90 yards on the ground for Jalen, but the 17 carries just worry me. And it felt like the majority of the running didn't happen until they really needed to try to close out the game. That first, the first 2 or 3 series, it was play action. They sprinkled one run in there. One of the first possessions, I think it was maybe second possession, Miles had a 5-yard carry on first down, and then second, third, they just pass, and it just all this play action. It's run the ball. That's what really helped us last year win games. We became the number 1 running team in the league, and to see it kind of go away a little bit there, maybe the game plan all along was to throw because they felt they could pick on Detroit's secondary. But I'm telling you, I think Detroit's secondary is sleepy good. They're going to be pretty good. They're going to win some games this year. They fought really, really hard. So let me go to my notes here. Rough day for the defense, though. It felt like they played a lot better than the score looked. I think it was just the second half. They couldn't get some stops there. There were a couple third down situations where we would have loved to see them get off the field, and they just could not close it out there. There was a penalty on a third down that extended one of Detroit's drives. James Bradberry looked great, and if the interception, the pick six never even happened, I still think he had a really, really good game, and that's obviously good for the Eagles, right? Secondary, C.J. Gardner-Johnson, he made a couple plays there. Marcus Epps looked pretty good as well. I think this is why they got rid of, or were okay with getting rid of, Anthony Harris. So defensive stars definitely go to James Bradberry and Marcus Epps. There was not enough pressure. The fact that we have this defensive line and the secondary that can cover very well, I want to see them get to the QB a lot this year. We really didn't have great pass rush last year, and it wasn't great today. We got 1 sack on Jared Goff for 10 yards, but that's just not enough. Hopefully, Derek Barnett is okay. I didn't hear anything about the injury other than that he didn't finish the game, obviously. Other than that, I think injuries, we didn't really suffer any, which is always good as an Eagle fan because it's been very bad on that front for a couple years now. And obviously, giving up 35 points, is just not ideal, but I think the defense played a little bit better than that, but also didn't feel like they played great at the same time. The big pick six turnover was probably their best thing of the day. Tackling, by far the worst. They got to wrap up and make tackles. I'm very excited about this linebacker core, but the tackling just was not there across the entire defense. But like I said, man, we got the win. I'm going to try not to nitpick at things. It's the first game of the season. These guys got to get into a rhythm. They're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. Offense, I talked about it. The run game, it was productive, 216 rushing yards, but it just didn't feel like they ran the ball enough early in the game. And, we just want to get that established. So, again, not nitpicking, but just something to think about. A.J. Brown, we definitely won that trade. 10 receptions, 155 yards, no touchdowns. Here's the thing. He had 13 targets, and then if you look down the list, Goddard, Kenneth Gainwell, and Devontae, 4 targets each. 0 catches for Devontae. He had one, but it was called back from a penalty. I don't know. I mean, I'm not going to look into it too much. I don't want all these weird theories to come out where Devontae is going to be mad because Jalen Hurts' buddy A.J. Brown comes to the team and he gets 13 targets and Devontae only gets 4. Is there drama in the locker room again? I'm totally making that up, but I could see that being some stupid Twitter theory that goes out there. I think he's going to be fine. I don't think it's a big concern. Teams might see this tape now and double up A.J. and then Devontae and Goddard and company can eat. So I think we'll be okay, but A.J. Brown, that dime, that throw, that 54-yard pass towards the end of the second half, or the first half, I believe it was, end of the second quarter to A.J., that was the best throw of the day by Jalen. It was really, really nice, and just good to see us have some receivers that we can rely on there, and 10 catches, $155, no touchdowns, but who cares? Great opening game for A.J. Brown and James Bradberry, who we mentioned several times this video. Good to see two of the big investments in the offseason do good. Hassan Reddick, I didn't really notice him do too much. Kaiser White I'm pretty sure he was the one that tipped that pass on the interception for James Bradberry to get into the end zone and get us 6 points there. We saw the dirty hit there from, I think it was Tracy Walker on Jalen. He just took too many hits in general, and that's another thing with the 17 carries. I don't want to see him get tackled that much. We need him for the entire season, and if he gets hit like that every game, I mean, we could be in trouble there for injuries. I don't want to, put it out I'll knock on wood, but it's definitely something that can happen. And too many pre-snap penalties. The 2 delay of games just drove me crazy. I know one of them, we thought that the play clock should have reset, and it is what it is there, but I just feel like as a coach, and even Jalen himself, you got to see those things and call a timeout, because one of them killed a drive for sure. I think it was that second delay of game, but couple too many penalties for me. Otherwise, we got the win. What else can I say? I'm happy with it. It was good to have football back. Vikings next week, Monday Night Football, home opener. I'll actually be at the game. I can't wait. I'm very, very excited. Vikings are playing right now against the Packers. Last I looked, up 7-0. We will be doing game previews every week. We just kind of failed to do one for this game, but it'll definitely happen. And I think Minnesota's going to be a solid opponent, but we can all be happy for now. Let's root against the Cowboys tonight. Titans right now. I think Washington ended up winning their game, so it is what it is there. But 38-35, Eagles start out 1-0. Let me know what you think about the game. Any pros, cons, what'd you take away from it? Thank you guys for watching. My name is Popular Stranger. I'm out. Peace.